You're about to watch a segment from a recent school assembly program in Chino Valley, Arizona. The 7 Project is a customizable school assembly program that allows you, the school, to choose the topics that best fit the needs of your school. Through relevant media and dynamic storytelling, our team of speakers bring a high-energy program that communicates to Gen Z in a way they understand. We'd love to partner with you. Find out how you can book a 7 Project school assembly by going to arizona7project.com. Hope to see you soon.
You guys know how to get loud, don't you? Yeah? Yeah? Man, I thought y'all were going to prove it to me when I said that. Let's try that again. Man, y'all know how to get loud, right? So, yo, I just want to shout out a couple people. I see a lot of mullets in the crowd, and I'm just saying, if I had $5, I would give it to each one of you because the mullets are great. I also thought I saw Billie Eilish in the crowd. Not quite Billie Eilish, but hey, you look awesome. Love it. So good, so good. You guys are just a good-looking crowd. Well, hey, it's good to be with you guys. If you guys don't remember who I am, my name is Christian. I'm sure a lot of you guys probably weren't here the last time that we were here. We came almost 2 years ago, January of 2020, before the world ended. You guys are our first school assembly day in almost 2 years, so give yourselves a round of applause. Yeah, I want to tell you, there's nothing I'd rather do today than hang out with you guys today in Chino Valley, Arizona. But question, I don't know about you, have you guys been kind of tired of living historical moments after historical moments, right? Like, it seems like every day something for the history books is happening, right? Like at first, right, it was cool. It was like, you know what? I don't have to go to school. This is awesome. I'm going to stay home. I'm going to play Fortnite. I'm going to eat Cheetos all day. You know, like, yeah. Or maybe you're like me. Maybe you're like me and your go-to was, I don't have to go to school, so I'm not even going to get up. I'm going to stay in bed, right? It was all fun and games at first, right? But then after a while, I don't know about you, but after a while, I started to wonder, is life ever going to go back to normal, right? They keep saying it's going to do this, going to do that, and all of a sudden, the uncertainty of life kind of became a little hectic, and the chaos was starting to cause anxiety, and it was a lot of fear, and, you know, I think some of us probably can tell stories of really negative experiences over the last 2 years. Maybe your parents lost their jobs and your family found itself without income. You almost got kicked out of your house, didn't know what you were going to do, or food, or not to mention the constant flood of anxiety that's in your smartphone that's always feeding you the what-ifs and the fears of the world. And I mean, I hope this hasn't happened for any of you guys in the room, but some of you, I'm sure, might have lost a loved one over the last year. For me, I have. In 2020, I lost 2 people incredibly close to me. My grandparents were, essentially, they're my parents. And on July 10th, 2020, lost my grandmother, and then 6 months later, lost my grandfather on January 8th, 2021 to COVID. It's been a rough couple years, or almost 2 years, but what I want to say to you is this. Some of you have experienced some emotional, physical even, and mental trauma that students your age, I really believe, never should have had to face. And a lot of it, you haven't really had time to process. One, because it's been one thing after the other, so you really haven't had a chance to process anything. Or 2, you don't know how to process. Or 3, you don't have anyone to process with. And I want you to know today, it is okay to be hurting. But what I want to suggest to you today, my friends, is this. Whether or not, whatever background you have, life happens to all of us. Whether you're 6th, 7th, 8th grade, wherever you come from today, I want you to understand something. I need to be truthful with you guys. Can I tell you the truth this morning? That life happens. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. And there's nothing we can do about it. Life happens. But what do we do about when life gives us uncontrollable circumstances? Here's a line that I want to give you, and I want you to take home with yourself today. If maybe you want to tweet it out so you remember it. Are you guys on Twitter, or is that older people? I don't know. Snapchat? Obviously TikTok. Maybe Instagram? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Well, here's what I want you to know today. My statement to you is this, very simple. You cannot control what happens to you, but you can control how you respond. I want to challenge the way that you and I respond to uncontrollable circumstances that happen in your life. Maybe some of you are experiencing a season, you're experiencing a moment in time where you're wondering if this whole life, this existence you're a part of is even worth it, and you're considering the response of ending your own life. And I want to say to you, that is not the way to go. There is another way. You are loved. Or maybe you're here today and you think, man, for everything I've experienced, my family didn't finish high school, my family didn't go to college, my family hasn't kept a job, so what's the point of me trying? What's the point of me doing good in school? What's the point of any of this? And to that I would say to you, I would challenge you with this: give your pain a purpose. Give your pain a purpose. Every single one of you have stories. Every single one of you have pain and have issues that you have faced specific to you. And I want to challenge you. How are you responding to the uncontrollable circumstances in your life? I'm going to tell you a story about a friend of mine named Joey. When I moved to Phoenix in 2014, Joey was one of my best friends, one of my first friends. We hit it off. Life was good. We hung out all the time. We had a friend group every weekend. We were chilling and getting pizza. How many know pizza's good? I like to speak in school assemblies. My full-time job is a pizzaologist. It's what I do. And anyway, Joey and I would hang out all the time, and out of nowhere, out of the blue, Joey decided to just bail. Out of nowhere, Joey just kind of dropped off the face of the earth, and we stopped hearing from him. I was like, Joey, what happened? So didn't answer our texts, didn't answer our phone calls. We'd show up to his house, nothing. And I got kind of worried, if I'm telling you the truth. I didn't know what happened to him. Now here's the story. Joey had a checkered past. You see, he was involved in drugs and dealing and was a part of gangs, and the past of his past kind of caught up to him in a really aggressive way, and he fell right back into his old ways, started selling drugs again, started gangbanging again, and running around with the wrong crowd. And in that life, the only way you respond to when somebody does something to you is you react swiftly. You react without thinking. You do the first thing that comes to your mind. And this is just kind of how it was. And one day, out of the blue, Joey calls me. I see my phone ring, and it was an unknown number. And sometimes, I don't know about you, when I see an unknown number, I'm like, I ain't answering that. And I decided I'm going to answer, and I just hear this voice on the other side say, hey, man. I'm like, Joey, what's up, bro? I haven't heard from you in forever. How are you doing? He's like, not good, bro. Why? What happened? I did something. What do you mean? What'd you do? Like, did you get in a fight? No. Thought maybe you got his girlfriend pregnant or something. Like, no, somebody hurt somebody that I loved. See, yeah, Joey had a girlfriend, and what I believe happened is a guy laid hands on her. He didn't tell me what happened, but he said somebody hurt somebody I love, so I had to get him. So what do you mean you had to get him? So he proceeds to tell me this story. Listen closely. He proceeds to tell me this story that he walks over to his house, knocks on the door, and when he answers, he puts 4 rounds in his chest and kills him. Now, I want you to understand this. Does anybody have a best friend in the room? How would you respond? Listen up. Listen up. Listen up. Listen up. 1, 2. 1, 2. So how would you respond, my friends, if out of nowhere your best friend drops this bomb on you and you don't know what to do about it? It's like, bro, I love you. I'm sorry this happened, but I have to turn you into the police. And he says, Do what you got to do. And he hangs up, and I call the police. And that was the last I heard from him. That was the last I heard of it. And I want you to know something. It didn't have to go that way. There was another way out. Some of you are considering things that if you make those choices, they're going to end, they're going to ruin your life. You're going to throw your life away based on a feeling. Or you could make your pain have a purpose and do something with it. It didn't have to go that way. And I want you to understand, my friends, your decisions don't just affect you. Listen, when my friend told me that, I had never thought my friend would confess murder to me. Lo and behold, the next day after I called the police, it was on the news, exactly where he said it happened. And so it was real, and I had to go to counseling for that, and I was really messed up for about 2 years. Because listen, your decisions do not just affect yourself. Some of you are considering taking your own life, and again, I just want to tell you this. That does not just affect you. That affects so many other people around you. You are better. You are meant for more. There is greatness inside every single one of you. Some of you are considering giving up because of the uncontrollable circumstances of life. And I am here to tell you today, I did not leave my babies at home to not come and tell you that you are loved. If I didn't love you, I wouldn't leave my babies for you. But I left my wife at home and my kids at home because I believe in Chino Valley. I believe in Heritage Middle School. I believe in you. So let me tell you once again, my friends, you may not be able to control what happens to you, but you can control how you respond.